I'm here to answer a question that has been submitted by one of our patrons. And this is a rather delicate question, so we're going to do our best to answer it delicately. The question was, can you make a video about the neurobiology of vomiting? I'm really curious about how the brain decides to puke. Well, yes, we can do that. In fact, we did a whole series on the neurobiology of various things. You may have seen some of them. We did one on hiccups, one on yawning, one on laughter. This is part of the same series. So what exactly is vomiting? Well, it's basically an extremely unpleasant but necessary evil that your body sometimes sees fit to inflict upon you. It's a complex motor act that you cannot voluntarily trigger, at least in a healthy individual. It's a protective reflex triggered by noxious stimuli such as bacterial toxins or excessive amounts of ingested substances. The interesting thing is that you don't actually have to ingest something for this to happen. Sometimes just the smell or the sight of something that will likely make you sick is enough to get the ball rolling. This is because the act of vomiting is controlled by a very ancient part of your brain called the medulla oblongata. The Latin term for this structure is medulla oblongata, which basically means oblonged part. It's the most caudal or lower part of the brainstem, and it's continuous with the spinal cord. It's actually the last part of your brainstem that is still part of your brain. If you were to continue to slice the tissue, the next structure you would encounter is the spinal cord. Now, this area of the brainstem is responsible for some vital functions, including the regulation of vomiting. Although you cannot voluntarily make yourself throw up, you can voluntarily inhibit the act of vomiting if you so choose. The reason is that the cortex has some control over the medulla, so your conscious brain can sometimes override the more primitive instincts of your brainstem. This is why sometimes you can choose to keep something down. Interestingly, the decision to keep something down or throw it up is not based on the smell or the sight of the substance, but rather on the taste of it. For example, if you were given a choice to drink a vile-smelling liquid that tastes good or a vile-looking liquid that tastes bad, you will choose to drink the first one and you won't throw it up. But with the second one, even though it doesn't look so good, you will throw it up because the taste of it is what ultimately reaches the brainstem, and the cortex can only do so much to override that signal. Okay, so that was a little bit more than you bargained for, huh? Well, there's always more to learn. Thanks for watching.